Hello, welcome in. This is Cleo Ra. I'm going to be allowing the divine to channel through me in whichever way they see fit. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Okay, I'm going to be giving away a tarot deck also at some point, and I'm probably going to do this giveaway via Instagram. So if you want to hop on over there, my information's in the description box. And thanks as always for all your beautiful energy, the beautiful love you send my way. I love you guys. And I'm going to zone in now. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for blessing this reading. What's the most important message you'd like to get across at this time? Okay. 5 of Cups energy. Let's have a look. Something could be, you know, playing on someone's mind at the moment. We've got the Devil energy coming out with the 5 of Cups. So this looks like someone could be, you know, feeling the energies of some sort of situation that's not pleasant, not enjoyable, could be quite confusing. 8 of Swords energy, okay. And the Tower, okay. So someone's going through it with this, all right. You could feel like really trapped in your head and also trapped in your emotions. But the good news with the Tower is that you are shedding your skin, okay? This is getting you through. It's like there's a version of you that is going to be purged, all right? Or tactics that are going to be purged, or anything that hasn't been serving you is going to crumble away with this Tower. So this to me looks like quite an intense, they're giving me bout, right? An intense bout. So it could really feel to you like you're at the end of your tether. There's a huge energy coming off this 5 of Cups of this whirlwind of emotion. Things circling around someone's head, consuming. Okay, I'm getting these consuming emotions, all right? But they want you to know, you know, this is, you know, as bad as it gets before the Tower crumbles. And you must be freed of that mental prison. By hook or by crook, one way or another, that Tower ain't staying up. You get where I'm coming from? This is like you having to go through something to have the universe reflect back. This is crazy because it's hard doing occult work, okay? The way humans weigh things up versus how the universe actually works. I'm getting that someone's taking this personally. You know, and I don't blame you, but it is clearing up energies. There's something being reflected back at you here, and I feel like it could be that you've been too nice, you know? That you've been too accepting, that you've been too innocent amongst devils. You get where I'm coming from here. So I feel like what it's reflecting back at you is that you were too nice, my darling, far too nice. There we go, King of Cups. I feel like you could have been a shoulder for people to cry on. You could have understood them when no one else did. You could have been a source of comfort for someone who's maybe not appreciated that, or someone who's purposely gone out of their way to... This is the energies, you know, it keeps coming up. The last reading I did, it came up being punished for your virtues, and I feel like that's what's happened here. It's a sad fact of our life that people do take niceness as some sort of weakness sometimes. In fact, the word nice actually comes from a word meaning weird. People in medieval England or whatever, they used to think that anyone who was being nice to them was weird. That's why the word nice, it doesn't mean what people think it means, all right? It used to mean, you know, something else. And I feel like you've been far too kind to people who have let you down, you know? There's something about a story coming up. A story. A sunken story. A sorrowful story. 8 of Cups, there we go with that Tower energy. Sometimes the hardest endings are the ones we need, right? Because there's no going back. Once that bridge is burned, once people have treated us a certain way, we can't go back. Even if we're the kindest person on the planet, it gets to the point where it'd be silly. Where even with your kind heart, you couldn't justify going back or going back into that situation. And especially, like, I'm speaking to someone who's got a cherubim heart. And what they do with the earth angels is they punish you for your virtues. They think you're one of those sort of people who will always be there. They think you're one of those sort of people who they can kind of go to when they're vulnerable and then act like you don't count, you know, because you are kind. And I've felt so much of that energy observing humans on this planet, and it's one of the worst traits of humans that they seem to absolutely adore the sociopaths and the narcissists, you know, at school or in business places, until they're actually in a personal relationship with them, and then, you know, then they see what they are. But in general social situations, it's normally the ones with the most reptilian energy, stemming from that, you know, that root of our being, the most primal energy that we've all got, you could say. The ones who give off the most primal energy, they're normally the ones that get their asses kissed the most, right? And then the kind people get taken as sitting ducks, and that's kind of the energy I'm getting here, you know. But you're not a sitting duck, okay? You are a wonderful, beautiful being of the divine. And I see this here, 3 of Wands, okay? So this is you picking up your power and moving forward. There we go, Chariot energy. This is a big ending with a big beginning, and someone picking up their worth, someone realizing, okay, it doesn't matter how nice I am, I need to have the pillar of mercy, yeah, the kindness, but I also need the pillar of severity. I need boundaries. I need to value myself. And yeah, I might need to let my shadow out a little bit, because that's the world we live in, you know? We need to be sensible like that. We are primal creatures. And I feel like someone's learned a big valuable lesson, but in a very painful way. But you're never going to have to do this lesson again. There we go. Beautiful. Queen of Cups here. Okay, your heart is intact, my love. Your heart is good. Okay, and you're taking your lessons down the road with you with this Chariot card. Excuse the graphic designs on these. I just had to get them because they're like GTA Vaporwave cards, pink. They didn't show that it was an erotic deck on the listing, but I just jumped at them because they're pink, right? So I thought this was a clean one, but apparently not. You're moving forward in a lot of strength here, and I can see how hard these energies have been, right? I can see that it's been really hard on your emotions and really hard on your mind. But I'm getting the buck stops here, okay? This was a sign from the universe that you were selling yourself short, that you need to get that fire built up, you know? You need to get that sense of, actually, it's all very well me being kind, but are they kind, right? I feel like you're a giver. I feel like you give and you give and you give. And there's something about the mindset being reversed here. You know, you see posts on Instagram where they'll say something like, instead of wondering if that person likes you, how about you ask yourself if you even like them? Instead of thinking, am I good enough for this person? Think to yourself, are they good enough for me? And I feel like that's happening here. I feel like you're seeing something differently. This much energy on the table, you've got to be seeing something differently and feeling something differently. So I'm seeing a major, huge comeback here with these energies at the bottom. I'm seeing you walking away, glowing up. I'm seeing you knowing yourself better, knowing what you can take and what you can tolerate. And, you know, this is you mining life for these gems of knowledge. You're going to get a lot of knowledge out of whatever this was. In the future, when you look back, you're going to be picking up gems, okay? Maybe not right now, because this is too raw. This energy is too raw, okay? And the advice is to really get out of overthinking if possible. Release yourself from those emotional energies if possible. But in hindsight, you're going to be looking back and being like, wow, I really learned a lot from that. Yeah, temperance with the devil. Trying to harmonize with people, you know, unlike justice. Temperance is that energy where in social situations, if we keep bending and bowing and we keep harmonizing and we keep people pleasing, trust me, I'm a quadruple Libra, you know, I can harmonize to ridiculous, you know, amounts, and it takes you onto the wrong timeline when you keep doing that. So what I'm getting is, you know, you were really harmonic with somebody, going out of your way, trying to bathe them in love and light and kindness. That doesn't work when you're dealing with a devil, all right? So I feel like something here is about you activating your shadow with Mars, Pluto energies here. And they're telling me being slapped in the face with the reality of what people are capable of being. Okay, so it's almost like being on a David Attenborough show where you're really feeling and seeing what people are capable of. Justice is about seeing the big picture, And of course, we have the columns on the Justice card, where tradition always wins out over falsity. But with Temperance, you could have that nature where you kept, you know, flowing with someone else's wishes. You kept trying to please them. You thought it would get you somewhere, and then bang, it didn't, right? But we've got the Fool card here. There's going to be a big regeneration, you know, a big, huge fresh start. And I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you know this. You know this new start was inevitable, okay? And I'm getting it's one of those situations where you want it to work so badly. Trust me, we've all been there. We've all been there, darling. You want it to work so badly. But no matter what you do, the universe keeps telling you, no. It's one of those painful ones, you know. We do get attached, don't we? But we've got the King of Swords with this 8 of Swords. So I feel like your mind's going to clear up, you know, quicker than you might expect. And it's because your heart's still intact. They're giving me your heart is still intact with this Queen of Cups. Now with the King of Cups over here, this could be third party stuff, because we've got a man here, a customer, right? A little customer, you know, with someone sat on his lap. So for some of you, this could be what you've been dealing with. But I'm getting you're going to pick up all of your power, let that tower crumble, and fly on out of there with more power than ever before, okay? Huge amounts of power with the Chariot and the Strength card, Cancer energy, Leo energy, and I feel like you're realizing how much the universe supports you. Maybe the universe was showing you signs and symbols. You know, whenever I've been with a man who is sociopathic or narcissistic, okay, giving you a glimpse into the underworld reality of my life, whenever I've been with one of those kinds of men, they would always pocket dial me. Spirit will get into their phone and, you know, I'll get a pocket dial. It's not even the man pressing the buttons, trust me. It's Spirit will get into the phone and send me a call at the right second so I can hear what that dude is doing. Yeah, that's how it goes for some of us. And I'm getting you're starting to notice this. You're starting to notice that the universe is coaxing you onto a much better pathway. King of Cups with the 10 of Cups. This is what I'm saying. Whatever situation you were going for, you sent up so many rockets of desire cosmically to the universe. Chariot again with the 8 of Cups. Wow. That you are determined here, I feel like, to move forward quickly. I'm getting like tailspin. Leaving someone in a spin or something spinning. Sending someone's head spinning because you're moving so quickly, something like that. 7 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Yes, baby, boundaries. And these boundaries are helping you preserve your power and get it flowing in the right direction. This is what I like to see. Judgment with the Chariot. Transformation of the Spirit. This has been beneficial for you. This big shock to the system emotionally. Listen. Suffering is transmutation. Pain is transmutation. They're giving someone the Wolverine. They're giving me Wolverine for somebody where, you know, he didn't used to have those super duper metal claws. He used to have bones coming out of his hands, right? And he had to go through the most painful stuff to transmute him into Wolverine. And I'm getting that, you know, this is a big transformation for you with Judgment. This is you feeling like you're born again. New version of yourself. I'm ready to move forward. Gallop forward very powerfully. 6 of Cups with the Strength card. So that would be a soulmate connection. Good memories, fond times, good people. 6 of Pentacles. Wherever you're heading, you know there's a lot of bounty. What I would call loot, because I'm a crazy piratey bandit deep down. You know, I mean, I'm a proper outlaw, and what I'm getting here is, you know, you can feel it in the air that you're headed towards some sort of loot, friendships, good times with the Page of Cups. This is gorgeous. Generosity of spirit here, and the 6 of Cups, and it's all thanks. I was about to say it's all thanks to this beautiful heartbreak. As mad as that sounds, it's turning your life into a work of art. It's turning your life into this epic comeback story. You're not going to be hanging around for long. If you're feeling like crap at the moment, it's not gonna be long before something clicks in you. You start seeing clearly with the King of Swords. I'm getting this energy that you were giving and someone else was just taking until the scales tipped. I was like, there's only so much weight you can take before, you know, it starts to pull you down, but then ping, it's almost like they're showing me a seesaw and someone was piling so much on you that it ended up flinging them off, if you know what I mean. The weight of something got too much. It's like metaphysics. It's like if you keep pulling an elastic band, eventually it'll snap. But you're snapping in a good way and moving forward. Propeller energy, being propelled. We've got, it's not time yet, things are being woven, okay? So things in your future are being woven together like a beautiful orchestra of energies. The universe is synchronizing this up, getting it ready for you. And look, this one is ready to go through this portal. But right now it's time for you to be kind to yourself, give yourself nurturing and TLC, and know that this is going to be the biggest comeback ever. Right, I was thinking, they were giving me like Elvis and Marilyn Monroe for some reason. The biggest comeback since, and I was almost thinking, well, they haven't come back, but they want me to mention Elvis and Marilyn Monroe. For some reason, we've got the Void, Stop, Embrace Winter, the Great Cosmic Womb. Very similar cards here of giving yourself a break, building up that energy so you can move forward in a lovely, beautiful way. Okay. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay, and they want me to grab some alchemy tarot cards a sec. I'll pull some cards for that in a second, but you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. Yeah, I feel like there was a bit of people pleasing and stuff. We can all do it, you know, especially when we're very harmonic. Trust me, it's easy done. When you love people, you want to flow with them. Of course, we all have to learn that lesson of getting our boundaries in place, but you're the one with the love. What was I saying? You're the one who's got the heart, which I feel like is a message for someone you're dealing with. I don't think they had their heart chakra activated anyway. So it's like a lucky escape energy, no matter how hard it feels. I know it's hard to hear sometimes, and don't take what doesn't resonate, but you're the one who's got the heart, okay? And they're saying that for a reason. And I feel like it is in comparison to someone you were dealing with, all right? It's like you broke your back trying to please this person. It was too much, right? But you're getting rewarded here. I say rewarded, but you're moving into affectionate connections because you've conjured this sense of self-worth. And now you're on a timeline where you've got to move into what you're creating, and your beautiful heart is taking you there. Let's pull a couple of cards about this alchemy. What about the alchemy of life? Okay, they want me to use these little fairy ones, so there should be a message here. What about this alchemy? Alchemy of life, show me. Five of Wands, and funnily enough, they've got a big cauldron, and it's bubbling over. Let's have a look, what else? They're telling me part of the alchemy of life is realizing that God is everything, okay? God is everywhere, God is in everything. And that includes the shadow, right? That includes the shadow. And we've got to accept that in ourselves. I feel like you've got to accept that sometimes you've got to be a fighter. Five of Wands energy, okay? Because it's the nature of the game. We've got to respect nature, right? We've got the Nine of Cups here, though. So this is about self-gratification. Finding that happiness in yourself, and there's a Britishness, okay, with the Nine of Cups, because some of us have been such people pleasers, some of us have been so harmonic, and in various situations as children or whatever, where we have to, God will tell you directly, be a brat throughout your 20s. You've got to balance the scale from what you didn't have as a child. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with a bit of brash-ness. Only God can judge any of us, right? So something here about you really indulging yourself and really knowing you are the prize. You are the chosen one. God chose you. Okay, that's a message for somebody. They want you to know you are chosen. You are the prize. And it's time to start thinking about what pleases you ahead of anything else, and get used to that feeling. For someone, it will feel like you're being bratty at first if you have never been in a position where you were even getting treated fairly. Even wanting small things makes you feel like you're crossing a boundary. That's the nature of adaptation. It won't feel comfortable at first, but I feel like you're finding the fighter in you and learning to please yourself. Okay, my darling, Nine of Pentacles right here. So this is about really growing your own strong, stable roots. They're saying physical movement for somebody could be really therapeutic. It will switch your mind to a much uplifted station. That's for somebody. But I'm going to leave it there, okay? You're having the biggest comeback ever, all right? Just a little bit of hibernating, a little bit of being tender with yourself, planning out all those beautiful things, focusing your mind on the beautiful things you want, knowing you're powerful, knowing you're strong, knowing the universe is cooking up beautiful, affectionate connections here for you. And these will come in, I'm being told, when you fully accept your crown. Wow. When you fully accept your crown, you will switch onto a timeline where all these generous, lovely energies are waiting to offer you new friendships, new relationships, soulmate connections. All right, my darling. So I hope this has helped somebody. Sending you a big kiss. Mwah.